Hello students, this is Sama Gaske and we are doing chapter number 1 from statistic part and its name is population and sampling. So in previous class we have seen the different definition, scope, importance and application of a statistic. Okay. Also we have started population and sampling. So in today's class we will see the method of achieving randomness in selecting a sample. Okay, so population means a huge data and sample means a part of that huge population. It is called sample. So there are different methods for selecting a sample from the huge data. So today we will see the methods for achieving the randomness. Okay, see, because we are doing random sampling, there are two methods for the selection of a sampling: deliberate selection of sampling and a random sampling. So in random sampling we will see the methods for achieving the randomness. Okay, so there are two methods. Methods of achieving randomness. Okay, so there are three methods actually given in your textbook. So the first one is a lottery method. Okay, the second one is use of random numbers. And the third one is random numbers generated by computers. Random numbers generated by computers. Okay, so by using these three methods one can select a sample which is random in nature. Okay, which will be biased, not biased, unbiased. So now we will see one by one. So first we will see the lottery method. Okay, so in this method we serially number the elements from 1 to n. If possible we put all the elements together or put n different slips bearing the numbers 1 to n. Okay, so in this method what we'll do, it's like a cheats method. We put each, suppose there are n numbers, n elements. Okay, and you have to select some numbers from the n numbers. Then what we will do, we will make the n cheats, n number of cheats, and we will put one number on each cheats. Okay, and then randomly we will put all the cheats in one bowl and we will select some or few elements from that. Okay, so it's like a random it's like a lottery. जैसे lottery select करते हैं, like that only. Okay, so उसमें कुछ भी bias नहीं हो सकता, कुछ भी cheating नहीं हो सकती, because the method is random in nature. Okay, so this is the first method. Thus the slips represent the elements in the population. All these elements or the slips are kept in the drum with the handle for a proper mixing. Okay, with the help of the handles, slips are thoroughly mixed and n elements or the n slips can be drawn one by one. So this is one of the method for achieving the randomness. Now the second method is use of random numbers. Now instead of lottery method, use of random numbers is made for the selecting a sample just for the operational convenience. Okay, there are several random numbers tables available for this purpose. So there are many random numbers table. You might have seen that in your statistic, like 12th standard के textbook के पीछे आता है random number table. Okay, so there are various random numbers table available, so you can use that tables. Okay, now the random number tables are so prepared that each of the digit 0, 1 to 9 will have the same frequency or chance. Okay, the digit are arranged in the rows or the columns. Now the random numbers table कैसा आता है? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, Suppose if you want to choose a 2-digit number, then the 2 column will consider. Okay, anyhow जो भी procedure है उस हिसाब से जाएंगे. Then the 2 columns will be select, and then any number can be select randomly. If you want to select the 3-digit number, then select any 3 columns together. Okay, so in this method can be done. Okay, the digits are arranged in the row and the columns. For selecting 2-digit numbers, 2 columns are considered together so that we get the numbers from 00 to 99. Okay. Similarly, for 3-digit numbers, 3 columns are read together, which give rise to the number from 000 to 999. Okay, and so on. So in this method, in order to draw a random sample by this method, we will select any page of any random numbers and choose the numbers serially in a row or the column selected at the random. So this is about the use of the random numbers. Now the third is very simple, random numbers generated by the computer. So the computer has various you can say software, or you can say various random numbers. Okay, so with the help of that you can generate your sample with the help of the computer. Okay, nowadays a random numbers within a required range can be generated on the computers. These numbers satisfy the properties of the random numbers. However, they are generated by using some formula. Hence, those random numbers are called pseudo-random numbers. Okay, so the random numbers given by the computer are called pseudo-random numbers. They are called pseudo-random numbers. Okay. So these are the 3 methods which are useful for the achieving the random numbers while selecting the sample from the population. Now we will see the next topic, which is type of sampling. Okay. So the next point is types of sampling. A success of sampling method mainly depends upon the proper selection of a sampling method. The different sampling methods are used in the practice. A sampling method which suits to the purpose is selected. Sampling methods are mainly classified into 2 classes. Okay, so the sampling methods are classified into 2 classes. So the first one is a random sampling. Okay, and the second one is a non-random sampling. In the earlier discussion, we have studied the importance of the random sampling. Why random sampling is important? Because it reduces the chance of getting biased sampling. So this is very important. Now we discussed 2 popularly used random sampling method. The first one is a simple random sampling, and the second is a stratified random sampling. Okay, so we will see only 2 sampling method. Now here the sampling is divided into 2 parts, random sampling and the non-random sampling. Now the random sampling is further divided into 3 parts. The first one is a simple random sampling. Simple random sampling means every element has the equal chance of getting selected, is called simple random sampling. Then the second one is stratified random sampling, and the third one is a systematic sampling. Okay, now simple random sampling and a stratified random sampling are mostly useful while selecting a sample. Okay, so we will study simple random sampling and the stratified random sampling in detail. Okay, we will not going to see the systematic and non-random sampling. We will just see the description of this. Now again, a simple random sampling is divided into two parts. First one is a simple random sampling with replacement. So this is with replacement. I'll explain you. And this is simple random sampling without replacement. So this is very important concept, SRSWR. Okay, simple random sampling with replacement, SRSWOR, simple random sampling without replacement. Now the non-random sampling is also divided into two parts, purposive sampling and this is the quota sampling. Okay, होता है ना कुछ quota, 10% of quota should goes to this type of candidates like that. So here the non-random sampling means what, यहाँ पे cheating होने के chances होते हैं. So this is divided into two parts, purposive, कोई purpose के लिए कोई sample choose किया गया हो, and the quota sampling. Okay, so the question can come in your exam, define or classify the sampling. Okay, so you have to give this chart and you have to define the random sampling and non-random sampling. Now we will see the simple random sampling and the types of a simple random sampling, SRSWR and SRSWOR, and also we will see the stratified random sampling. Okay, so we are just going to see this and this. SRS, simple random sampling. It is the easiest and the most commonly used method for the sampling. In this method, each element of the population is selected at the random and have the same chance of getting selected in the sample. If the population consists n number of elements, then every element in that population has 1/n chance of getting selected. मतलब सभी को इक्वल पार्ट. सपोज अगर मैं बोलूं, इफ यू हैव 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, if there are 10 elements, okay, then each part will consider as a 1/10. This is 2/10. Sorry 1/10, 1/10. So this part is considered as a 1/10, okay, of this total 10 part. मतलब ये 1 को, अगर ये 1 को सेलेक्ट करना है तो उसका चांस कितना हो गया 1/10. इसका चांस कितना हो गया 1/10. ओके, so every element should have the equal chance of getting selected in the sample, in the simple random sampling. Okay, thus it is called as a simple. Further, the simple random sampling is divided into two parts. The first one is simple random sampling with replacement, and simple random sampling without replacement. Okay, so with replacement and without replacement, this is a quite simple concept. In this method, the first element is selected at the random from the population. It is recorded or the studied completely and then replaced it back in the population. Afterward, the second element is selected similarly. This process is continued till the sample of a required size is selected. So in this method, population size remain same at the every draw. And this method of sampling is called simple random sampling with replacement. Suppose you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So in this method, if I select this element, okay, here, then after completing this element completely, this element will be put back, okay, in the population. So here the n number of elements, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 element was there. In the first drawn, okay, the size of the population is 6, right? And that element after studied, it will put back into the population. Now at the second drawn, how many elements are there? 6 number of elements. Then I'll select this. Then after completing studied, then I'll put it back. So at each draw, the number of elements in the sample in the population will be same. Okay, so every time the element will be put back into the entire population. Okay, so this type of sampling method is called simple random sampling with replacement. So यहाँ पे replacement हो रहा है. इसका एक ड्रॉबैक ये है कि हो सकता है जो एलिमेंट हमने अभी सेलेक्ट किया हो तो सेकेंड ड्रॉ में भी हमें सेम ही एलिमेंट मिले, because we are putting that element back, right? So it is quite possible that we should get that element again, right? So this is the one of the drawback for this. We can get the same element again and again. Okay, so this is a first type of simple random sampling with replacement. Now we will see the second type, simple random sampling without replacement. So it's quite different if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and if I select this element at the first drawn, then in the second drawn the number of elements will be only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one and this will be gone because we will not put that element back into the population. So this is about the without replacement. So there is another procedure of selecting the elements in which the elements are selected at the random, but those are not replaced back in the population. So this method is called simple random sampling without replacement. In this method, the population size will get reduced. Okay, here it is 5. Here it will become 4. In the third drawn, it will become 3. Like that. So it will get reduced. Okay. And in this method, population size will goes on reducing at each draw. The drawback of getting the same elements selected more than once is overcome in this type of sampling. Okay. So here the drawback of this type of sampling is what? One element can achieve or can get more and more time, right? Again and again. But here the single element has only one chance of getting selected. It will not choose for more than one time. Okay. So this is about the two types of simple random sampling. Now we will see some examples of a simple random sampling. It is given on page number 1.12. Okay, so the first example is, suppose a lot of 500 articles is submitted for the inspection. To determine the proportion of defective articles, one can use SRSWOR. Okay, so suppose you have 500 articles और उसको इंस्पेक्शन करने के लिए दिया है कि कोई इसमें डिफेक्टिव आर्टिकल है क्या. So one can use SRSWR, okay, so that the work will get easy. Okay, because 500 में से एक आर्टिकल निकाला, उसको पूरे तरीके से स्टडी किया, तो हम उसे वापस नहीं डालेंगे, उसे साइड में रख देंगे. So it will become 499. Then in third draw it will become 498, like that. Okay. Now the second example is, In order to conduct a socio-economic survey of a certain village, we can take SRS WOR and find the per capita income of the village. So this is also useful in this example. Okay. In order to test the average petrol consumption of a lot of scooters manufactured, SRS WR or SRS WR can be used. Okay. So if you want to take the average, the research of the average petrol consumption by a scooter, you can use both the methods. The fourth example is to find the diameter of a rod. Generally, we take a reading at a few points on the rod and then find the average of a reading. These readings from SRS or WR, this is practiced for the physical measurement of the articles. The next example is testing human blood by taking the few drops out of an individual body is a SRS WR. Okay, example. And the last one is, in order to find the average life of a bulb, we can take SRS WR from the manufactured lot. Okay. So these are the example. Or the illustration where the simple random sampling without replacement is useful. Now we will see the second method of random sampling, that is a stratified random sampling. Okay. And this question was asked in April 2016. Explain stratified random sampling. Okay, so we will see this and we will see some example where stratified random sampling is used. If a population is not homogeneous, SRS is not very effective. Therefore, the entire population is divided into several homogeneous groups called as a strata, single stratum. A simple random sample of a suitable size is selected from each stratum, and then the combining these sample observations we can form a sample. Thus, the sample thus formed is called stratified random sample. Okay. So, if you have a huge population which is not homogeneous, okay, जिसमें कोई common property नहीं हो, common characteristic ना हो, so what this method, according to this method, then the entire huge population can divided into several small parts, and that part is called strata. So this is strata 1, or you can call this as stratum. Stratum 1, stratum 2, stratum 3, stratum 4, stratum 5, like that. Okay, then the huge population will divide it into the several stratum, and then from each stratum we will consider as a population. This consider as a one population to make it homogeneous. Okay, and then from each stratum we will select some population. From the each stratum we will select some sample, not population. So यहाँ से stratum 1 का population sample लेंगे, यहाँ पे stratum 2 का population लेंगे, stratum 3 का population लेंगे. Okay, sample लेंगे, not population. So from the each stratum we will select some samples. Okay, then it will give you a sample, and the combined observation, the combining these samples we will get required sample. Okay, so sometimes it is not possible to select a sample from the huge population, then this method is very effective. In this method we divide the huge population into small parts of a stratums, and then from the each stratums we select the samples, required samples, and then combining that each samples, ये बहुत ही small samples होंगे, then the combining the each samples, okay, obtain or getting from that stratum we will get the required sample. So this method of sample is called a stratified random sampling. Okay, now we will see some example where this type of method is useful. So the first example is, to estimate the annual income per family, we divide the population into the homogeneous group. Okay, so So the first example, it is a real life example. So suppose you want to take a research of an annual income of family. So how you will collect your data, क्योंकि किसी का income 1 लाख होता है, किसी का 50 lakhs होता है annual income, किसी का 25 lakhs होता है. So what you will do? There will be a huge data, right? So what you can do, you will classify the population. तुम लोग क्या करोगे उसे, to make it homogeneous, okay? To make it homogeneous, you can divide the salary from first is from below 20,000, okay? Then here between 20,000 to 50,000. Then between 50,000 to 1 lakh, and then above 1 lakh. So you have made 4 stratum, okay? Below 20,000, then between 20 and 50, between 50 and 1 lakh, and above 1 lakh. So from each this stratum you will select the sample, okay? Then it is easier for you to do your research, okay? Then the combining these sample you will get the required sample. Okay, so this is the one of the method. This is the one of the example where does the stratified sample is used. Now the second is, suppose the proportion of a defective articles is to be estimated in the manufacturing process. Then we can use the stratified sampling by taking the strata as a production in the different shifts. Okay. So this is also one of the examples. Suppose one manufacturing process is going on and you want to take a research of the defective articles. Okay. So what you will do, you can take a stratum as a one shift. Suppose morning के shift में कितना हो रहा है, आफ्टरनून के शिफ्ट में कितने डिफेक्टिव पीस मिल रहे हैं, इवनिंग के शिफ्ट में, एंड देन नाइट के शिफ्ट में. So you will make the 4 shift as a stratum. So first stratum will be morning shift, second will be afternoon shift, third will be evening shift, and the fourth one will be night shift. Okay, so this method can be useful in that example. Now the third example is, in order to estimate the crop yield, we can divide the field under the cultivation in plots which are equally fertile, considered as a strata. So this is also one of the method. And the fourth one is, to conduct the health survey in a college, we can use the stratified random sampling by considering strata as the faculties or the classes or the sex. So you can consider as a, if you want to do a medical checkup of the students, okay, and take a survey of that, you can make a faculty wise, commerce, arts, science. You can make as a male and the female. You can make as a classes 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay. So this is about stratified random sampling. So in exam, question can become, define stratified random sampling. Also illustrate some example or give some examples. Okay. So this chapter, it's totally based on theory concept. Okay. So go to page number 1.14. Try to solve the questions, theory questions, which is given in exercise 1.1 and 1.2. 2 or 3 questions are compulsory from this chapter for the 5 marks, or the 3 marks, 2 marks का notes भी आ सकता है. Now in the next class we will start the new chapter, which is the frequency distribution.